Welcome back to 5 Out Podcast. I'm your host, Giuseppe. I'm with Nick. I'm with Cameron. We got our producer, Patrick, and today we have Oliver on camera. No Luke today. But I'm excited. I don't know if you guys could tell the excitement radiating off of me, but I'm excited for this episode. I feel like we've had a great week. You could check us out. By the way, check us out our new Instagram page, Monsignor for 5 Out. I'm sure Patrick, our editor, will link it up there somewhere down here. But
over there.
Over there.
Anywhere.
Whatever works.
There. But I'm hyped. I feel like it's a great week for 5 Out. You can check us out on Instagram. But we have a lot to talk about. Midterms been a little rough on us. But
Are we talking about that?
no, I'm just talking about
I
the
didn't think so.
midterms. But our opening, so today we're going to be talking about video game prices on the rise. Who knows? We'll get that covered for you. Then we'll be talking about the NFL divisional round. Aaron Glenn is a New York Jet that was the former defensive coordinator for the Lions, now our new head coach. Then we'll be talking about me and Cameron and Nick's favorite forgotten role players, or not necessarily forgotten, but our favorite role players and just, deep cuts of NBA players from the 2010s. And then we'll be talking about the Jimmy Butler trade rumors with Bradley Beal. So I'm hyped, but let's just get right into it. So, Patrick, what's going on with these video game prices? Because I know you wanted to talk about this.
So basically, the company behind Rockstar and a bunch of other. Why are you looking at me like that?
Nick's a little weird
right
today.
here.
So the parent company of Rockstar Games and a bunch of other companies called Take-Two Interactive is looking to, since they know they can get away with this, increase the price of video games to $100
Whoa.
by
$100.
Evil.
That's a $40 to $30 markup.
I explained that to you before we did this episode.
Right.
Shocked for nothing.
So
For nothing.
They know they could do this because anyone will pay $100 for GTA 6. This game, we've been waiting for this for 12 years now. All right.
All right, bro.
I'm not.
Party
You're in the
pooper Nick.
We're not calling.
I'm clipping that.
Okay,
All right.
potato.
All right.
And after they do that with GTA 6, they're looking for that just to become the industry standard.
All right.
Because
So, I don't mind paying $100 for a video game if it want GTA 6, a game like GTA 6, or if there's a new not even Madden. There's a new college football game
I
that
feel like Madden was $100.
I mean,
I feel like
it was
I-
70.
There's a version of it, $100.
You could get a
the
deluxe,
base.
Yeah.
but college football, that was a great game. I still play. It came out in August. I'm still playing it twice a week, 3 times a week in my dynasty. I'm never getting bored of that game. Maybe I'll pay $100 for that, or even a game like GTA 6. I don't mind splurging for GTA 6, but I would mind if it became the industry standard because really, there's a new hit game every 2 to 3 months. Not even a hit game, but a new blockbuster game every 2 to 3 months.
a good year, it's more than 2 to 3 months.
Even once a month sometimes. But if if $100 is the industry standard, and I love playing games. Big gamer. Patrick's even bigger time gamer. Nick doesn't like it. He thinks he's a Sigma. He doesn't like playing video games.
Sigma on the podcast. you
On
kidding
the
me?
podcast.
But
Ruined
but if I have to, that's $1,200 a year. That's upwards to $1,000 a year on video games. And I'm not really a big collector. And some of these games are terrible. Like Nick was talking about before. Nick bought the new Pokemon game, Scarlet. They don't care.
Out of me. What?
Bro, what do you mean out of you? This
We all
guy.
make mistakes.
This
It's
guy.
okay, Nicholas.
It was a very bad game. I
And
really don't like
how
it.
much was it? $70, I think they charged you.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
it was
because
bad.
It used to be $64, but then they upped it to $70. And
Yeah.
I paid it for my own money, and I started playing with this, and I was like, this sucks.
The graphics were terrible.
Graphics were terrible.
It was just a bad. All right, so I played it. I beat the
It
game.
shut down on me twice. It
Yeah.
exited
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
It was
it crashes.
extremely
And,
rushed.
I lost all my saved progress, and I'm like, this game is terrible.
Extremely rushed. My
Switch.
Switch would. I don't know if because my Switch is old, but it would just. I couldn't play it in the dock because
Yeah,
it
but
would
every
overheat.
Switch is old.
Your Switch
Yeah.
just doesn't work in the dock for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. It would overheat, and then even when I'd play it, I'll play handheld, whatever.
No, I heard about a ton of people's games crashing. It
Yeah, and-
overheated,
So imagine GTA 6 is like that, or the new Call of Duty's like that, because I know they're gonna. If they do it for GTA 6, Call of Duty's gonna be $100.
definitely.
And then these new games, even Ghost of Tsushima games like that. Imagine paying $100 for a game that stinks. $60 was perfect. Maybe not for the game companies, because hey, video games. I mean, there must be a reason why they're doing this. Video games,
they're doing this because games take so long to.
and they're
produce
probably
now.
expensive. You
It's
got to
'cause-
pay tens
yeah.
tens of thousands.
Yeah,
of people.
they put so much money into it because they want these big open worlds with so many things to
Interactive.
do. Every game's 20 hours now, and the gaps in between games is huge now. Like God of War to God of War Ragnarok, 4 years. 4 years.
Yeah, but that's the game company's fault, I feel.
That is, yeah. And Spider.
Because if your
Well,
game
no.
doesn't do well, that's your fault.
no, they do.
It's
well.
not their fault. I don't mind if I wait a long time for a game. Obviously, GTA 6 is excessive, but that God of War, that's not really a long time at all. I feel like,
No, not that.
especially a game like God of War, that's really long and hard. So,
It wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
what are
I
you
don't know
talking
what
about?
game you're playing.
God of War is hard. What are you talking about? God of War is like one of the hardest games.
Not the new ones. The
Not
older
the new
ones.
ones.
Really?
The
I
PS2
don't play
ones are hard.
PlayStation. I'm a Xbox.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
even if it's good though, like the base game's $100. Like the
Yeah,
premium,
Yeah.
the premium versions can be upwards like $200.
I know.
It's 'cause
Yeah,
they-
That's just crazy to
They,
think
they
about.
put so much money into these games, and then they need so many units to sell to make a return on investment.
Yeah.
And then there's companies like Ubisoft. I don't know how.
Ubi.
They made Rayman Legends. That was my favorite game when I was
God.
like 6.
They made
Who's Rayman?
Wow, you're a loser.
they made a game last year. They got licensing from Disney. It was Star Wars Outlaws. I don't know if you.
I heard of that.
It was very bad. It flopped. They sold like 30 mil. Maybe it was 30 million. I don't even know. And they
Yeah, but
that-
people probably only bought that because they're like, oh, this game is probably going to be good. And then it just.
yeah, because it was just not good, and there were so many like problems with it, like glitches and stuff. So they just I don't know. It
But-
flopped.
Yeah, back to what I was saying. Like, I don't mind paying, but I'm gonna burn a hole in my wallet. Like, I'm at like
It's a
GTA,
hole in your pocket.
GTA 6, literally GTA 5. I'm sure. Well, how much did it cost on relaunch? Launch like $60.
Well, that's not going to be the
in
same thing.
2013?
GTA 5 came out in
Probably.
2013.
Like,
But they're still charging 60. But
yeah.
I
yeah.
bought
no,
it like 2
they-
years ago.
You can buy it for
$60.
$20. GTA 5. You just.
Where are you
I bought
buying
mine-
GTA 5 for $20?
Maybe
I
on
bought
the
it for
store.
like $20.
Actually, I got mine for 40. I'm lying. But
Yeah, I
it's
got
still-
mine for
They don't
$40
sell
on
at
Steam.
60. So that means the game's going to be $100, and then in 5 years it's going to be $80. Like, it's not going to. So unless they just stick with GTA 6, like they just make GTA 6 their muse and they just keep updating it, we got to wait.
I think that's going to be the case.
Yeah,
for, like,
I
the
don't
next
think they're going to
12
release
years.
GTA 7 for like.
Yeah,
10
I'll see you
years.
guys in like 2040 when
Yeah.
GTA 7 comes out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a second job buying all these like.
You should get.
You don't
have
have
to
a
work,
first job.
You gotta
You don't
work on
have
getting
one.
a job at all.
You don't have one job.
I have a job. I'm the host of the 5 Out podcast.
Pays well.
Love all my fans out there. But
we got,
How many?
we got
dude,
one,
we're getting up there.
2, 3
We
people.
got 50. We got 50 followers, and I'm
We
proud
got
of
60
us.
actually.
Every single one of this room.
Yeah,
I'm proud
go
of you guys.
go follow the 5 out.
Even
Instagram.
him?
Yeah,
Not-
5
not-
on
not him.
Instagram right
Not
here,
him.
right here, right here. Patrick, put the 5 on Instagram like right there.
I can't do that right now.
Yeah, but like when you edit,
Oh my god.
right there,
Put it like right there.
I'm gonna just put it like above camera just to like annoy you.
right there. Put it right here, right there. But I think we're done talking about video
Wait,
games.
oh.
Our consensus is don't do it because maybe you have to do it too. But I don't know. It's a touchy subject.
If your game is good, then it's going to sell a lot of copies, and it's not going to be a problem how much you charge.
Yeah, but
for
so
it.
many games are
If
just
you
not
make a
good now.
bad
But not-
game,
you don't
gotta
realize
buy it
how
first
many-
to see if it's good though.
how many games are good? Like
Not many.
there's like
Big
really
ones
like
coming
they
out?
struck gold with GTA 5 because GTA 4 and like 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 were okay. I mean, I guess San
What are you
Andreas.
talking about?
GTA 4 was good.
GTA 3 was a huge
Yeah,
game. You
I'm
don't
saying
understand
I know GTA San Andreas. San Andreas was good. No, it's not comparable to GTA 5 though. GTA 5 will forever be
No, yeah, but
probably one of the great. I mean, the longevity. Like people still play it. People still buy it to play it.
I played it yesterday.
Literally, I play. That's just a great story mode. Like Trevor, Michael,
I didn't like the story.
Franklin, Lamar. Like great character, funny guys.
Lamar Jackson.
No, Lamar. The
save us.
He can't.
speaking
Yeah,
of
can't do
speaking
that.
of Lamar Jackson, he didn't save the Bills. 27 to 25.
Wait, why
Mark-
would,
technically
why
he
would
did
he be
save the
saving the
Bills.
Bills?
He didn't save the Ravens. They lose to the Bills. 27 to 25. Mark Andrews sold the whole team. What a transition, by the way, that was into the NFL.
All right,
Patrick, shut
Self
up.
place is crazy.
All right,
Saving the rest for later.
Yeah, little one for the now, and
But
1 for the now, 11 for the later.
I hate you.
Bro, what?
I said the phrase wrong, and then I noticed what I was saying.
But I'm really disgusted with the Ravens how they played. It's too many turnovers. Lamar turned over. Not Mark Henry.
Mark Andrews.
I know. Derrick Henry had a good game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You can't say anything to Derrick Henry. He really didn't play good in the first half. He had like 21 yards in the first half, but then he had I feel like he had like 70 in the second, and he had like 50 in the third. But Mark Andrews had an awful game. I feel like he's
All
gotten-
sides of the board.
because Mark Andrews, he doesn't drop the ball that much. He doesn't fumble very much. You could see before the playoff game, he hadn't lost the ball since 2019. He's not a bad tight end. Everyone's coming for his head, but this isn't like a very like common thing. Like, of course, it's a terrible time for it to happen. You're in the playoffs. You have to beat the Bills, and you have to go play the Chiefs. Terrible time for it to happen, especially on a 2-point conversion that's going to tie the game.
Yeah.
But really, I don't think this is all Mark Andrews' fault. Lamar played great, but you can't expect to turn the ball over 3 times
And then win a game.
and then come back and win a game.
especially in Buffalo.
It's like
in
the
Buffalo.
Jared Allen quote. The lights were too bright.
We don't get the high five on camera. That's screwed up. That's screwed up. Thank you. But like, no, even if Mark Andrews didn't drop the ball, he still had a.
Still had to
Bad
go
game.
into overtime,
Yeah.
and you don't know if you're going to win in overtime.
But still, that fumble was terrible. I mean, Mark
It
Andrews.
wasn't even a fumble. He dropped.
He
it.
dropped the drop,
Yeah.
whatever, the drop pass. That's terrible. Never want to see that from a tight end. But that kind of brings the question: the best ability is availability. So you weren't available at that moment. I'm not saying his career is over. I'm not saying you should cut them, but
How
definitely
old is he? I don't even
Yeah,
know.
he's in his
Say-
30s.
Yeah.
But
So his career is close to.
but no, I'm not saying like this one play is going to define his whole career. Mark Andrews is a great tight end. Maybe he's start actually not really this year. He had tight
He
ends
didn't
were
really have
weird.
he didn't
Tight
have a
ends were
great-
weird this year. Like for fantasy,
Oh no, tight ends were awful.
like
no.
Dalton Kincaid put up 0
Dalton
for me
They
for the
barely
first
did anything.
for the first 3 weeks.
So bad.
John O. Smith helped my fantasy team out, like towards the end of the year, 'cause he was putting up like 20 every game. But I don't really think like most of the tight ends that like made the Pro Bowl are like having like these seasons where
Like
everyone's,
beast
like,
seasons. Like
yeah.
they're having okay.
I feel like they haven't had like good seasons. Like there's been better tight end seasons.
Sam
like,
Laporta was selling at the beginning of the season.
I know. He still kind of was at the end of the season.
no, I mean
Yeah,
I didn't really
but
get
I
much.
didn't-
tight
I
ends
didn't
were
need
weird
him as
this
much
year.
at the end.
He had a good season last season. I'm pretty sure that was his rookie season, but he really didn't have like a great year this year.
But I'll just read off Mark Andrews' stats. 5 receptions, 60 yards. He averaged 12 per reception. Like that's not a bad.
That's
game,
not a bad
But he
stat
didn't
line.
have a touchdown. That's the big. He didn't have a
That's-
touchdown.
He didn't help out his team when they needed him most. You could have 200 yards in a game, but if you don't
It's-
make
yeah,
that play then
literally,
and there, when
especially
you
in the
have to
NFL,
make
especially in the NFL.
it, that could cost you your job.
I was literally just talking about Sam Darnold or last episode, and Sam Darnold. Like I don't know why I related that, but like he had a bad game, and he had a terrible game. you
Yeah,
know, even
he had a
even
bad
though-
game. Who knows where he's going to end up in free
Like
agency now?
now I don't even like why would I want him? Because it was the playoffs, the lights were bright, and someone commented on the Instagram, hey, he's never been in that situation before. Well,
That's
he's
true, but
that's true, but you're gonna have to adjust to that because imagine
Pro Bowl tight end, Pro Bowl quarterback. Everyone was hyping him up this season. You gotta
finish.
produce when you
maybe
have to.
all right. Maybe if you, I'm not even saying win a Super Bowl, but that was just a bad. Like you could lose that game and say, hey, Darnold played all right. I think he really proved that he could be a Viking. He could be the franchise guy for the Vikings. He had a terrible game.
I mean, the 9 sacks add into
yeah.
it, but still, you
I'm-
didn't really. He wasn't throwing the ball good. Like
No,
he was throwing the ball.
still,
it was
that's no
behind. It
excuse.
was behind his players. He didn't play good.
Just terrible. All bad game for that Vikings offense.
And that was
O-line.
probably the Vikings' only chance to like actually make
Definitely,
a Super Bowl run
yeah.
because Sam
ceiling
Darnold's
is
gone.
over.
Their ceiling is over. Daniel Jones. People have been saying, oh, he's going to work into the system. He's probably going to be their quarterback next
He
season.
won't.
The Rams are interested in signing Daniel Jones this offseason. So, who do you have? You have JJ McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy, and he
He hasn't played
sat
a
his
snap in the
first
NFL.
year, and he's extremely unproven. Great college
he
quarterback.
played in the preseason, but
Still
hasn't
unproven.
played since.
Preseason is completely different.
completely irrelevant.
Like no, those games don't go anywhere. They literally just shred those. No one
they?
cares about the. No,
Put 'em in the shredder?
they only matter like in the moment. Like literally, like the preseason is for like the practice squad guys. They play
Yeah.
them and say, all right, you just won your first NFL contract.
Yeah, because the Patriots, they drafted 2 quarterbacks this year. They started Drake May for like the first half of one preseason game, and they were like, okay, yeah, and they would like alternate Drake May and then Joe Milton.
Love Drake May.
You love Drake May,
He's
I
okay.
love Drake May.
I mean,
but he's a Patriot.
I don't,
Yeah,
I
this
don't really
kid's a
care.
Jeff fan,
I don't
love
care.
him.
No,
Kid-
I don't
kid's a
love the
Jeff fan.
Patriots. I just love
Drake
Drake May.
May, Drake May.
I feel like Joe Milton's
What?
like. I feel like he could be better than Drake May. Joe Milton.
Oh, definitely. But like Lamar said in his interview, if you can, you got to hold on to the ball, like that bleep there. Got to hold on to that ball.
You said a big
And
word.
And they didn't.
the
They
what?
they didn't. So I think that's what we have to say about the Bills Ravens. I mean, just bad game from the Ravens. You got to show up when the management. And Mark Andrews is experienced too.
He's a very experienced.
Extremely great tight end his whole career. Had a wonky year, but I'm not saying his career's over. I think they should still re-sign him. I mean, it was definitely a fluke because I know Mark Andrews is way better than that. Maybe he was in Buffalo. It was freezing. It was freeze. It was like 0 degrees in
because the
Buffalo.
Ravens' offense consists around tight ends. They're
Yeah.
not a receiving team. They have Zay Flowers, sure, but they've got Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews. That's basically their receiving.
And
they're the
right
receiving
now,
core.
Loki, I think that the Ravens, their ceiling's up. How good? How much?
how
good
many?
is-
Yeah, how many more?
How
times
many more
are you
times
gonna
can
get
this
to
happen?
point?
But I saw an interesting post, Nick. I saw like Lamar Jackson. Michael Jordan didn't win his first championship until he was like 28. LeBron didn't win his first championship. How old was he? Like 20.
27,
Yeah.
Like they were, but
something like that.
it's a completely different game than basketball.
yeah.
But it's different as a quarterback because their bodies get you can't handle that for it's not forever.
especially a quarterback like Lamar who runs a lot.
He runs a lot. He gets. I
He
know
takes
for a
big
fact,
hits.
He gets hit a lot.
Wait, it's not forever.
It's not forever.
Thank you,
Patrick.
Giuseppe Balzano.
just like the money.
Just
I'm
like
gonna
the
look
money.
back on this one day.
You know.
Thank you, Pep.
Yeah, I saved my money for a rainy day,
I
bro.
put my money in the. I invested my money because of him on 5 Hour Podcast.
That's enough. That's
Thank you, Giuseppe.
Yeah, incredible. Yeah, incredible. Yeah, we don't like you anymore. But
I saved it and I used it.
Thanks, Patrick.
so I don't really want to talk about Rams Eagles.
I don't
mean,
want to talk about you.
the Eagles. The Eagles just outplayed them. I mean, it's nothing.
Good chance at the end.
Chiefs Texans. Great chance at the end. I want to talk about that, and I know whatever you could say. I want to talk about the refs there, and I don't like how the NFL meet like CBS and they're all defending them by saying, "Oh, teams that get called penalties on the most." I don't like that because it's quality over quantity. I think the Bills got called they got called penalties in favor of them the most, and the Chiefs were low on that list. But I don't think that matters. I think it's more how big the calls are. Like,
Yeah, it
You
really
could-
doesn't matter the amount.
I feel like that's just a stupid argument saying, "Oh yeah, the Chiefs," because the Chiefs don't all. I'm not saying the Chiefs always get the calls, but get every single call. But they get all the calls where it literally matters the most. Like the game is on the line. Patrick Mahomes whines. Yeah, did they hear what Patrick said?
I was just making whiny noises. I didn't say anything.
But like whatever, but whatever. It's not about how many. Like I don't care if the Jets get 3,000 calls in favor of them; they're not winning anything. But if the game is on the line, the Jets are down, and the Jets are actually up by one score, and whatever, the team scores a touchdown on them. They could call offensive pass
Which team
interference.
is it?
I don't know, bro. What do you? It's just like it matters how big the call is. So shame on you, all the people that are defending the Chiefs.
Shame.
Literally, I mean, you could say whatever you want about how many times. Like, I don't care if the Jets got 100 million calls in favor of them. The Chiefs got what? I think it was literally 200,
They had a roughing the passer call that like
which was baloney.
it was bad. Like Patrick Mahomes, he like threw the ball and then got hit. But roughing the passer, it's supposed to be like a couple seconds, then you get hit.
It was.
That's a
I think it
roughing
was
the
literally
passer
just
call.
he threw it.
Threw it, got hit. That's what happened. That's some.
If that happened to any.
Whoa.
Talk over
Whoa.
Peter.
Whoa.
But roughing the passer, it's supposed to be a couple seconds, then he gets hit. That's a roughing the passer call. But he threw the ball, then got hit. That's something that happens to many quarterbacks. You can't call that in that situation because I'm pretty sure that happened on a third down.
And it was a major call. And they got the first
Major
down.
call, and then they got the first down.
I'm not talking about the Chiefs get. I don't say the Chiefs get every call. I do think that they get the more favorable calls out of whatever. But whatever. There's not really much to talk about that game. I mean, I don't think the Texans would have definitely won that, but definitely would have been a bigger game. The Texans literally said, "Yeah, we have literally everyone in the world against us right now," and they were right.
That's what Joe Mixon said, and he got fined. Joe Mixon got fined like I think it
Pretty
was like
penny.
$950,000 because he said, "What's the point of going to play the game if every effing call is gonna go to the Chiefs side?" And he got fined for it. What are you making noise?
Patrick, bro, we're done.
We're done with this game.
I'm the heart and soul of this podcast.
I doubt
So,
it.
I not really much to talk about that game, but Commanders Lions. Let's talk
I
about
can't
it.
believe that the Lions won.
You mean the Lions
No.
lost?
The Lions lost. Who would have thought? I was going into that game. I had my Amon Ross saying.
Hey,
Browns jersey on.
I think I called the Commanders upset right there.
No, you
Last
didn't.
podcast.
You're
No,
a
I
liar.
did I?
Said the Lions.
We'll find it eventually.
Yeah, we
But that was a complete shock of a game. I mean, the Washington Commanders, great. I love seeing a horrible team do good like that. They get their star.
Yeah, this is just the better Texans last season. Like the Texans did this, they beat the Browns and then also the Ravens. Like the Commanders, people thought it was just going to happen again. They beat the
Texans didn't
Bucks,
beat
go to
the
the
Ravens.
Lions. What?
Texans didn't beat the Ravens last season.
Yeah, so they lost to the Ravens.
No, you all right, whatever.
He said got beat.
Yeah, got beat by the Ravens.
I'm going crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we know.
Give me that.
Right.
But still crazy. And Jaden Daniels, I feel like I'd love to see the Commanders go all the way.
I feel like they have a really good shot because
They
to
have
me,
all this
the
momentum.
Eagles, I don't think Jalen Hurts is. I don't think he's a top 15 quarterback. He really isn't that good of a quarterback. They've got a great offensive line. They've got the best running back in the league. Saquon Barkley has carried this team throughout the playoffs and throughout the regular season. Good offensive line. They've got a good defense. Jalen Hurts has nothing to do with how this team is performing. Really, you could put Oliver Caraman back there as quarterback, and he would still lead this team to a 15-2
Yeah.
record.
I think he'd still do worse.
Maybe they go like 12-5.
Solid.
Maybe they lose a couple more games.
Lose a couple more. They'd still be in the NFC Championship right now round though.
But I don't think so.
Mock me again. See what happens, but
But
what?
still, Commanders complete shock. Jalen Hurts, great quarterback, and I could low-key see them.
Jaden Daniels.
Maybe not. Yes, Jaden Daniels. I could see them maybe not winning the Super Bowl, but I could definitely see them making it. I mean, they play.
Yeah, they could definitely make the Super Bowl.
They play in 2 days on Sunday against the Eagles, which is going to be great. And I'm gonna watch. That's gonna be my game to watch.
Is it?
And then
Is it
Bills
now?
Chiefs. That's gonna be a great
It's
game.
gonna be his game.
But how many?
Only his.
Only-
No one else
only
is
I
allowed
can
to
watch
watch
it.
it.
And maybe I'll let some family and friends in the stadium.
Throw him a bone.
But this begs the question for the Lions. They just lost their offensive and defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. So this is going to tear into our snowball into our Jets segment, by the way. A little planning by El Mastore Pepe.
Shut up.
What did you just call yourself?
But how many more times? Like, what is the ceiling for the
again.
Lions? Do you realistically, two bad losses in a row in the playoffs like this? Where else can they go from here? You lose your great coordinators. One to a rival team too. He went.
Yeah,
to,
you went to the Bears.
and he literally said, "I love to beat the Lions right now."
But what's it called? Their players right now, their star players are on rookie contracts. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, two of their key players, Sam Laporta, key players. They've got some key pieces on defense on rookie contracts. How long do you think this Lions Super Bowl window is going to be open if you keep losing like this?
Honestly, I think this was their year to win it, and
This
it's
was
gone.
their year to
It's
win the
gone.
Super Bowl. You can't lose these games. Jaden Daniels, he was just it wasn't even a back and forth game. You guys were
The
just
final score is
down.
45-31. But I don't think the Commanders scored in the. Yeah, they didn't score in the third quarter. So that brought some
No, they
light.
didn't.
And then the Lions scored a field goal in the fourth quarter. So terrible.
Yeah, they scored a field goal. They said, "Okay, go for the onside kick," and they didn't get it, and that locked up the game.
I feel bad for the Lions. Everyone forgot about them as they're still the underdog kind of. Because last season
Not
was.
really.
Well, I mean,
they were underdogs last season.
Now
Last season,
they're
but,
proven. Now they're.
They're
everyone
proving
thought they were
themselves as
contenders.
a competitor now, but I feel like
But now I think that competitive spirit's done.
I would have
mean,
liked to see them finish what they started last
Yeah,
year.
I'd love to see them.
it would still
I
be a
wanted the
feel-good
Lions.
I
moment.
wanted the Lions.
It would
to
be
win
a
the
great
Super Bowl.
moment.
A cursed, literal cursed franchise.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
Teddy
Jared Goff
Bridgewater.
had 3 interceptions.
Should have been a Lions Bill Super Bowl.
I don't like the Bills. I didn't want them to go to the Super Bowl.
I don't care what you
Lions,
like and what you
Chiefs.
don't
And
like.
You're a
I'd rather-
Jets fan. You want the Bills to go to the
Loki,
Super
I'd
Bowl.
rather.
Well, the Jets aren't in the playoffs.
Yeah, but you don't want to see a rival.
Yeah, you
fight.
don't wanna see
I'd want a Lion Chiefs, and then the Lions beat the Chiefs. I feel like that'd be a great fairy tale ending.
That actually would.
Because the Lions
Chiefs
are the
could
most
beat them.
cursed.
Yeah.
It'd be like
But let's not act like the Chiefs have been good like the Steelers their whole tenure. The Chiefs were bad up until literally
Chiefs were bad until
5 years. But let's not act like the Chiefs have been spoiled. Like I know I just talked about Lions fairy tale. The Chiefs have literally been bad up until 8 years ago. Well, when they got Mahomes, and then they built up.
Well,
with
no, they
Travis
had
Kelce.
10 straight playoff appearances, but they were always bouncing either the wild card or the.
They were literally the Miami
Divisional.
Dolphins, and now they're super team. Like they get bounced in the wild card. I'm just stating the obvious.
I'd rather go to the playoffs than not
I'd
go to
rather
the
not.
playoffs.
Go, I'd rather not be miserable and just be stuck in the playoff purgatory. that
You're
is
miserable. Your team is miserable.
All right. Speaking of miserable Jets. So yeah, but I don't think I think this was it for the Lions. Literally it. I mean, I think we spoke about this last pod. Did we speak about this is the last year for the Lions to win last podcast?
we might have.
We definitely did because
I don't think this is their last year. They can definitely come back next season,
But
They got to find the right coordinator.
They got to re-sign these rookies because
And their D line coach is going too.
yeah, their quarterback. Oh no, their quarterback coach is still there.
No, he's
No,
still there.
they lost their quarterback
Did they?
coach to Chicago. He brought everyone.
Oh my God.
So
You got to find the right people. You just lost. This was your year,
literally, yeah.
and JD Daniels put up a masterclass on you. It was never a close game. Well, first quarter, a little bit of the second quarter, it was like 17-14. When they got their first pick six, that game was
Yeah,
over.
Jared Goff
that
had a complete
broke
stinker.
Jared Goff's spirit, and he put up a terrible game after that.
Terrible. Terrible.
Terrible.
Disgusting. might I add.
Disgusting.
But I do love their coach Dan Campbell. I love Dan Campbell. I feel like he's been a great coach.
I feel bad for him, especially.
Yeah, because he loves his team.
He really does. He
loves
really
his
does
team.
really like his team.
He puts in work. You ever see the video of him doing push-ups with his players?
Yeah.
Great coach.
You ever see the interview where he's crying because they in 2022 they started off 0-6 and he was like it's really hard to see your players like play their hearts out and just lose every week.
I don't want them to fire him. I don't.
not gonna get
He's
fired.
not the problem.
He's,
not the
definitely not the problem. No, I mean they don't even have a problem. He's not the problem. Maybe if they lose these next couple of years, but I definitely the Lions. Maybe they could remain like that one, like a Washington Wizards, like they always made the playoffs like that. Like they had Bradley Beal and John Wall. They have stars, but they never really go anywhere. They could be that team that you're always going to face in the divisional round or the wild card. But I can't really see unless they get some great beast coordinators and then they keep some of these rookies.
Beast coordinator.
They need to keep some of these rookies. If you lose
Thanks,
Jamar Gibbs and Amon-Ra St. Brown,
Jahmyr Gibbs is like a top 5 running
delicious
back in this league.
running back.
Have you tasted him? What does this mean?
Just saying,
delicious?
his play style is great.
It's delicious. Amon-Ra St. Brown,
Scrumptious.
top 10 quarterback not quarterback, wide receiver
receiver.
in the league. But like I said, these players are on rookie contracts. Your window is not going to be open for that much longer. And I'm not saying this is Jared Goff's fault, but you can't expect to turn the ball over 5 times in one
Again,
game
and win.
and expect to win.
A lot of turnovers this playoffs. I'm not liking it at all. Matter of fact,
The
I'm
playoffs apologize to you, Pep.
not.
They're really sorry
about
about all the turnovers.
But Aaron Glenn is a New York Jet head coach. What are we thinking, gentlemen?
I think it's a great fit for the Jets. As a Dolphins fan, I really didn't want to see him go there. But
I'm just curious what his stats were for the Jets. I know he played for the Jets, but carry on.
yeah, he was drafted by the Jets. He was a corner, but he was a good D coordinator. I don't know if he has any head coaching experience.
I don't think no. He's been a coordinator for
But-
under Dan Campbell.
Yeah, but I don't know if Aaron Glenn is the solution. He's a great coach. He's a great coordinator. I don't know how he is as a coach, but I feel like as long as you have Woody Johnson there, I feel like the Jets aren't going to go anywhere.
I don't. Yeah, I can't agree. I'm a. Nick knows me. I love the Jets. Oh, he was a Pro Bowler. He was a great player.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was a Pro Bowler for the first Texans to become a Pro Bowler.
He was on the Texans.
Yeah. Oh, and he was a Pro Bowler for the Jets. Oh, he was not bad. So he obviously knows ball because everyone knows cornerback. Oh, he was a defensive back.
Probably one of the smartest players
No,
on the field.
cornerback and D-back. Like the backfield of the defense, definitely the smartest men on the field. I mean, that's just a well-known because they studied.
I feel like every football player has to be smart on the field, but I feel like
Yeah, but
defensive
cornerback, you got to know
players
every
has
single
to know
play.
every single play.
Extreme memorizations,
I feel like, and like quarterbacks, they have to know.
especially quarterbacks. Yeah, you need great decision making. Cornerback's hard. You got to be shifty. You got to be fast. It's not easy being. I've
not easy
tried.
being
I've
corner.
tried.
When?
I
I
was.
don't think you've tried.
I've tried.
Never.
No, you have not.
You've never tried.
You were a cornerback.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for the. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to.
You can say the name. They don't. It's a different high school, but okay.
Different state.
Different state.
8 and 20 states away.
Is
What?
it?
Nah,
Is
it's
it
like
now?
9. It's like 9.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
Where
counted.
did 20 come from then?
I don't know. I'm sure.
Who measures by state?
It's like
It
New
goes-
York, New Jersey, Maryland.
Couldn't just said
I don't
miles.
know. I don't know. It's Florida. I don't know how they go.
New
down.
York, New Jersey,
Oh my
Maryland, Washington, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia,
Yeah,
Ye-
Georgia and then Florida.
and then Florida.
You're fired.
All right, just doing
What's the capital of Georgia?
Atlanta. Oh no.
Isn't Virginia there?
No.
I could have sworn Virginia's there.
Yeah, I said Virginia.
I swear you did.
Get
New
a load
York,
of this
New
guy.
Jersey, Virginia, Maryland. Or no, Maryland, Virginia, and then Carolina.
You didn't say Virginia the first time.
You know, bro.
You need to leave.
But no.
What a nerd.
Aaron Glenn, great.
Loser.
So Nick, like I couldn't agree with you more. If Woody Johnson's still there,
He's
and
been with your team for like 30 years.
I know he's the owner. Daddy's money. I mean, he didn't even buy it.
Oh my.
Oh.
No,
okay.
he inherited the Jets.
Yeah, he inherited the Jets.
You know Johnson and Johnson. That's him.
Yeah,
that's his
him.
company.
That's his company.
Oh.
I feel like
A family company. Ever see those commercials?
play the soundboard.
Which one?
You know which one. Just play anyone. It's gonna fit the.
What?
Thanks.
Thanks, Patrick.
Whoa.
I'm done.
But like I said, Aaron Glenn, he's not the direct solution. And if the Jets have losing seasons, I do not. I want us to tank with him. There's nothing I love more than a coach that could rebuild a team and then win with them. I feel like that'd be great with Aaron Glenn. Really start something. So if we have 3 losing seasons in a row, we build up that draft stock. I would not mind.
He thinks that's him on Madden. That's why he loves it so much.
Sounds like Jordy Fernandez.
Yeah,
Great coach.
literally. I would not.
I rebuilt the Arizona Cardinals in 2 years.
But like I would not. I feel like I don't. A rebuild is not meant to be fast. All right, we all know that it's not meant to be a 1-year thing.
There's a couple teams that were managed to pull it off, but rebuilds.
No, a
So
team
the
like
Lions,
this,
It's more
they
like
were
a
they
retool
rebuilt.
if it only takes a year.
a Jets rebuild is going to take 4 years to even make
Look, the
the
Jets
grace.
been rebuilding since 2012.
No, but like an actual, exactly. We've been, but I feel like a serious rebuild with the Jets, it'll take 4 years from like, we're technically in a rebuilding state right now, but what I mean is like we get a new head coach. I feel like that's the start of a new rebuild. So we were in the Adam Gase, the Adam Saleh era. I'm still going to
Robert
count Robert
Adam.
Saleh.
Adam.
I'm still
Who's
going to.
Adam?
I don't count like this.
never met Adam.
Robert Saleh. I feel like this is still his era, even though he didn't coach for half the year. I still think
He's
because
been gone.
I know Patrick, but he left. In
Yeah,
what, week
Ulbrich didn't
3?
really do much. With
Yeah,
the Jets.
Ulbrich was not supposed
You
to
know,
be the coach.
he went and he said, I should interview for the head coaching job. You were terrible.
No, he's terrible. I did not
You
want him
want to
as the head coach.
sing? I feel like-
Do we still keep him as the coordinator? Right? We just demoted him back to coordinator,
No.
or we fired him.
That's really. It's unprofessional to do in the NFL to demote someone, so I'm pretty sure
They
gonna
just fired
let
him.
him walk.
Get a new job.
Well,
he
because
was
you're getting a
interim.
new D coordinator. I think
Yeah.
I don't know if the Jets already got him. I feel like you guys.
Well,
I don't know.
who can Aaron Glenn? Ben Johnson's gone. I'm not sure about like that internal, like the position staff in the Lions. So I don't know who they'd have there. That's like remarkable for us that we'd want. Like, because their quarterback Ben Johnson took, which we'd love to have a quarterback coach.
I don't know.
But for the Jets, I feel like what it comes to, it sucks because the Jets I truly think are cursed. It doesn't matter who we draft at this point. Like, actually, no, I do think it matters who we draft because
You need the right people to develop.
Exactly. Zach Wilson wasn't that. He was good in college, but he wasn't a lottery pick.
Zach Wilson isn't really the best player
Yeah. But like
It's
Sam
Sam
Darnold was
Darnold.
great.
Sam
as
Darnold,
mu-
Geno Smith. Those.
Yeah,
are
those were
players.
great quarterbacks. We need the right people we need the right minds behind them. Like, I'd love the Lions quarterback coach. He really built up. Jared Goff was already established, but
Yeah.
he helped Jared Goff a lot. Let's not act like.
Clearly not enough.
All right, bro. One bad game. But like Sam Darnold was a great even like during his like Jets, he shined. He shined a little bit during even though those tough like December, November
You know what I
Jets
heard?
losses.
Heard through the grapevine.
What'd
Heard
you
through
hear?
the grapevine that the Jets are thinking about doing. They're thinking about bringing over Teddy Bridgewater from the Lions.
I
to
don't.
be
I
there
don't like that.
You don't
the
like
coach
that?
or as a player?
as a player.
What grapevine told you that?
Well, great mind told me that.
What grapevine?
Well, I
Oh, grapevine.
I don't know.
Heard it through the
ESPN.
grapevine.
Oh, that doesn't answer my question.
His uncle works for the Jets. His uncle's the
Not true at all.
He's actually named Nick Johnson. His uncle's Woody Johnson.
Play the soundboard.
Wash soundboard.
Yeah, the soundboard's kind of washed.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
I know.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm
to
allowed
up-
to
I
talk
need to
about
update
it.
After this episode, we're gonna update it.
Yeah, we
Actually,
need to update the soundboard.
it's actually easy now.
All right, but I think me and Nick and Cameron, what do you think about Aaron Glenn? Because you haven't really said much about him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have too much of an opinion on it, but I think it's good just, starting a new coach,
Yeah.
starting a new era, basically,
Yeah.
in the franchise, because, when you have a... I don't know,
Cursed franchise.
Yeah, I was going to say, legacy, or, people who just know you as this losing team who has, no direction. I feel like that's a good way of putting your team in a new direction to having success in the near future.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before with Aaron Glenn, I don't want him to be fired if we lose every game next year. I want to keep him.
Yeah.
Like I
But
don't
knowing
think we
Woody
have to,
Johnson, he's just going to get rid
Yeah,
of him.
Woody Johnson has no idea how the NFL.
He's terrible. He's not
has-
a good owner.
Bad owner. I feel like owners should be with the billionaires who grew up as a fan. I don't know how he came to buying.
They
it.
said Elon Musk was thinking about buying the Jets, but
Oh
Woody
my
Johnson
God.
was like,
That would be even worse.
Yeah.
How is he
we'd actually
qualified?
we'd be rebuilt as the New York space monsters.
Space Mon.
What are you talking
New
about?
York
He
Space
just put the
Monkey
letter
Pirates.
J. He just makes everything one letter.
I don't know. I would not
it's
want
gonna be
Elon
like
Musk.
the-
I'd want someone the thing is they're so expensive that
you should buy the Jets.
a
bet.
former player can't even buy it. I love.
I think it's like a $7 billion team.
It's
I
seven.
feel like it's a
in the
lot.
billions. You need a.
Yeah, it's like you have to be.
And I don't even think with all the money he could throw around, they'd want to like the Patrick. Steve Cohen, the New York Mets owner.
Sure.
He's a
I don't
multi-billionaire.
know him personally. I don't know.
I didn't. ask
I
for
met
that,
him
bro.
before. Pretty good, pretty cool guy.
But you know
guy.
how he's really rich.
Yeah, I know.
And
I
he's
know
a super
that.
fan. He loves the Mets. He
Oh,
grew up
okay.
loving the Mets. You can't have a guy you can't have Kim Kardashian buying the Los Angeles Lakers. Cause
I don't think she's gonna.
I don't
do
think
that.
she wants
I know,
to do
but
that.
be honest, does she if she did? Does she know about basketball?
She might.
I don't think she would
Maybe
even
a
think
bit.
about buying the team.
Yeah,
though.
but I know, but
No,
I'm
I'd
just
say
saying,
Kanye,
a
'cause
celebrity.
Kanye, I feel
If Kanye West bought the New York Jets, do you think that'd be good?
No.
I would laugh.
You
I
need-
would love that.
You
That would
like-
be embarrassing.
You need a family guy to run the Jets.
You need Peter Griffin to run the Jets.
Yeah, right. And then after the game, they're like, "You're all my family, guys."
Say that again.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
No.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, soundboard's low-key washed. Soundboard's
You're
washed.
washed.
Soundboard's
You're
washed.
fired. How about
Soundboard's
that? Go
washed.
get a job.
All right.
Yeah,
But
he needs one.
think for Aaron Glenn, I don't mind him I think it's a great idea. I mean,
It's a great idea.
the thing about the Jets is we all have these great guys. We got Hassan Reddick, and me and your dad were
Yeah.
ecstatic. Well, even when we got Adam Gase, we were like, okay, this guy, he could win. He was the coach.
Adam
Great.
Gase.
And then he's everything is great on paper. I'm not gonna put I'm not gonna go all in on the Aaron Glenn hype train. I'm gonna start getting excited when we win 5 games.
Yeah.
Or
That-
even
that's
not even
what my
win,
entire family
but
says.
if we're getting progress.
My dad, my family always says I called my dad when they hired Aaron Glenn. I'm like, yo, Dad, the Jets hired Aaron Glenn. He's like, you know what, Nick? I don't really care anymore. When they win more than 5 games,
Then I'll start buying.
Then
season.
I'll
No,
care.
then I'll start checking.
He
ESPN.
sold his
Yeah,
his
I know,
sold
Season
it.
money.
I know that's me and our dads, bro. That's all they would talk about. The Jet. Oh my gosh, Lenny. I was thinking about buying
Lenny.
Super Bowl tickets in August.
Lenny.
But I'm not gonna. But the thing my dad says. All right, if they win 5 games, I'll start paying attention. They win 10. If they make the playoffs, that's when I'll start watching. I'm not. I love the Jets. I'm gonna watch them every Sunday. But I'm not gonna be like, let's go Aaron Glenn until I say, yeah, let's go Aaron Glenn. We just screwed over the Dolphins. Come
I'm
on.
gonna slap you.
Speaking of slap,
I'm glad you guys didn't
What do
get
you mean,
Brian
speaking
Flores.
of
Though.
slap? What's that even mean?
who? Say it again.
I'm glad you guys didn't get Brian Flores though, because
No, that would be terrible.
You guys, no, he's a good coach. He would screw over the Dolphins though.
Oh, you're talking about that Brian Flores.
What other Brian Flores is there?
I don't know. I didn't know who you were talking about for a second.
You don't know the Brian Flores Dolphins backstory. What is he doing?
What is he doing?
What are you doing?
What does that mean?
Playing guitar.
But no, the Aaron Glenn hype train, I got to see it to believe it. I got to see us win to believe it. But moving on from our NFL, our consensus is Aaron Glenn. We got to make our motto. Aaron Glenn. I'll believe when I see it. Right, fellas?
It's not our motto.
My motto. Personally.
Your mono.
No one's saying this ever.
All right, but speaking of...
You may say it a couple times. I won't.
I'm going to say it all the time.
Bundle-a-rooski.
Oh, yeah, speaking... I don't want to snowball into that at all, actually.
Went into Bundle-a-rooski.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Bundle-a-rooski.
But let's go into our next NBA segment. Me, Cameron, and Nick's favorite NBA 2010s, slightly forgotten, but role players. Who wants to kick us off?
Role plays. You can kick
Role
us
players.
off. Don't worry.
I'm going to kick us off with the Alaskan polar bear, Mario Chalmers. Extremely vital piece. Extremely
I saw. Don't worry.
extremely vital piece for that Heat team. And he was great. Great three-point shooter and great defender, but he couldn't pass. He was not a great passer. He didn't really get much assists. I think his career stat line for them was 10, 5, and 2. 10 rebounds,
Oof.
5. Or no, 10, 2, and 2.
Yeah, definitely a role player
Yeesh,
for sure.
definitely a
I'll tell you
cool-
that much.
I loved him. I love Mario Chalmers. Yeah, he's funny. I watch all his interviews.
Yeah.
He won two with them, right? 2-time NBA champion with the
I
Heat.
believe so. Yeah.
But I have some other people I want to talk about later. But Mario Chalmers is just my favorite. I love a guy that could shoot the ball. I know I say all the time to people, "Oh, shooting ruined the game," but Mario Chalmers knew when to shoot. Just a king of efficiency for that Heat team.
How does shooting ruin the game of basketball?
Because now all they do is shoot threes.
Oh.
It's like in the NFL, all they threw was Hail Marys, basically.
Oh, no, they
It-
don't.
I know, but if that'd be the equivalent.
Okay.
But because it gets boring, I don't mind. I love threes, but they have to. I don't. It's you get sick of them because
Yeah.
there's no.
I
like.
hate when they go in transition. It's like a 2-on-1, and then a guy he gets the ball in the wing and just shoots it.
Yeah, you have a chance for the alley oop or a dunk.
Even if it goes in, no one's excited in the crowd.
Yeah, it's just dead. I like it when the NBA there's they make plays.
Yeah.
Some discussion, some quarreling going on with Patrick and Oliver.
A little bit of an
Good
argument
thing
back
this
there.
isn't on camera.
Oh no.
No, we can't. We can't
don't
shed
know.
light on it.
I
They're
don't know what's
they're
going
leaving
on.
the room now. Wow.
Taking this outside, are we?
But it's you know how the NFL has plays like football or football has plays.
Yeah.
It's,
The NBA
it's something like NBA has plays too, but they're different.
Yeah,
they're,
but they're not
sets
as
and
much, yeah.
motions. They're not as much as the NFL. They're not built off of that. But
Took him for a walk.
the reason I'm saying this because now instead of running plays, they'll pass it to a guy like Norman Powell or Klay Thompson, and he'll just drain a three, which is great.
corner three.
But that's every single play, literally for modern NBA. So I like it when they run plays they run the play names like that. You don't you see that in college and high school level basketball, but not really. I mean, you see plays in the NBA, but now it's just three. So that's my little spiel on the 3-pointer.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
But my favorite role player, Mario Chalmers. I like him. He's from Anchorage, Alaska. That's why I called him
He
the
really
Alaskan
likes him.
polar bear.
Zesty for what?
I just want to go on his
Mario
bet.
Chalmers.
Sometimes when I'm bored, I'll just go on his basketball reference. I love basketball reference. I love
You
that.
just go on his basketball
Yeah,
reference page.
he was an all rookie. I didn't even know that.
You're waiting for the
Glazing to
numbers
the
to
match.
change.
Well, look at his
Terrible.
rookie year. Look at his rookie year.
When I'm bored, I like to go on Mario Chalmers.
Oh yeah, he averaged.
NBA.
He averaged his highest. Well, actually, no, second highest. He averaged.
Bro, he averaged 10 points in his last year and he didn't get a contract.
That's
How many
great.
games?
I think my
played
brother
55
is actually
he
a
played
Mario
55
Chalmers fan.
games.
Because he loves the Heat.
What do you mean? He played 80 games.
No, in his last season he played. 50,
Oh yeah, he got
played
he.
55 games, averaged 10 points, and he didn't get a contract. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, he also got hurt. Look, did not play injury. He got hurt that year. That's why he played 55 games.
When he got hurt, why he get hurt?
But Mario Chalmers, complete stud.
He got boo boo.
Great,
Oh.
great, vital piece for that Heat team. Cameron, I can't because I could talk about Mario Chalmers all day.
Can you
Cameron,
now?
What are you gonna talk about him, bro?
there's
what
actually
is
not
there
much,
to talk
not
about?
much to talk
Yeah,
about.
exactly.
This kid
Alright,
just says
anyways.
stuff.
My role player is Rondé Hollis Jefferson. You know, former Brooklyn Net. Definitely not the best player. That's why he's called a role player. But he just brought good vibes.
He was vital.
He was
You needed him.
bouncy.
Oh, speaking of vital and fun or bouncy, Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, bro.
I
That's
love
what I like about
Bouncy.
NBA role players. Like they're just super
they-
bouncy.
yeah,
Like
that's
they may not be
issues.
that good.
because they know they play 10 minutes a game,
Yeah.
and Lance
Nah.
Stevenson.
Derek Jones Jr., bro. He was just known for being a good dunker, and now he almost beat the Clippers, being their leading scorer. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad that he's doing this. You know, he's more than just that role player. You just sub in for some cool dunks.
But yeah, no, love players like that. Like Lance Stevenson, he's not playing basketball still, right?
I remember
He's out the league. I know
He-
for a fact. Is he
I
in
remember
China or
he
Europe?
joined the Indiana Pacers in 2022.
Yeah, that was
And then everyone just hype, and he had averaged 2 points a game.
yeah, just playing. Literally, there's clips of him on. Oh, he played for a lot of teams. He played for the
Well,
Pacers, Pelicans,
Pacers,
Hornets.
I like the
Clippers.
Pelicans.
I know that I know he played in the Lakers.
I like the Pelicans.
But
Really? Why do you like the Pelicans?
I don't know. I don't really have a set team that I
The
like.
good food, is that why?
Yeah, New Orleans has
Zion
good
Williams.
food.
Yeah, bro.
It's hit or miss with New Orleans
Honestly,
food.
New Orleans was one
You've
of
been
the
to New
worst teams for
Orleans?
them to go to.
Yeah,
oh,
I have.
say it again.
No, the Pelicans are one of the worst teams Zion to go to just because of the food.
Yeah, He would have been terrible in New York. All the exotic food we have in Manhattan. Well, he'd
yeah.
live in like Yonkers. That's where
What
all the-
exotic food
Like,
like do
he,
you
he
eat?
can come to Brooklyn. though,
There's
if
a
he
bunch
wants.
of restaurants in Manhattan.
Like Chinese.
I
Nah,
guess.
But
You
I'm
want
surprised by
Chinese?
this.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
know
yeah.
Rondé. He averaged 14 a game.
Like
in
these guys are
the-
sneaky good. Like
in the 2018 season, or 2018, 47% from the field, 24% from three. So he couldn't really shoot. Just kind of like run and dunk guy. But still, he shot 10 shots a game that season. So yeah, he was probably like one of the best players on the team, which is kind of sad.
yeah. But Nick, who's your favorite NBA good time role player?
How do you pronounce his name?
You know how to say Andre Iguodala.
Yeah.
Yeah, who wants Curry?
What?
Bro? Who-
I want Iguodala shooting that. He can shoot too. It's not like
Yeah,
who
he
was
averaged
his
12 a
best?
game. Yeah, he averaged 12 a game. So, I don't know if he's really a role player, because he did average 12 a game, but he really was like a key piece in like all of his teams that he played for.
yeah, but like mainly.
He never really had like a
Every
a
year
bad
he turned
season.
more into like
Yeah.
a role player after Philly.
Yeah, well, he got older and older.
Yeah.
like he was an all-star for
That
the
does.
Sixers.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
he was sixth man of the year.
Yeah, he was sick.
So,
No, he was
I'd
never.
say-
He got nominated all these times though.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like he was in the sixth man of the year voting. So I think that should be like a.
No, yeah,
role
he's
player.
great. Like, and it's because he was so great. Like, people don't even consider him a role player, or not even. He's not forgotten at all. Iguodala's legacy will live
Yeah.
on. A vital piece of the Splash Bros.
The Splash Bros.
Splash Bros.
Curry,
Yeah.
and Clay Thompson.
I want to talk about that, but I won't. Just the Warriors. Nah. Well, I just want to say something real quick because the Warriors, bro, they have nothing going on for them. Like they're not gonna make any moves for like a really good player. They're not gonna trade Pajemski, but then they just let Clay walk for no reason.
Yeah, well-
like if you knew that you're just gonna like go out these next couple of years and like be mediocre, you might as well just keep Clay and Steph on the same team
Yeah.
just for the memories.
Like-
There was no point. In
Yeah,
letting
there's
him
no
go.
point in letting him walk. I mean, I don't care if he was bad. Let's be honest. The Warriors aren't. They're done. I feel like
Yeah,
their
yeah,
dynasty.
no,
they're-
definitely.
I mean, their dynasty ages
But
were done
then
like
again-
2 years ago.
Yeah,
then
it's
again,
been done.
Steph Curry helped their team not just win championships, but like just bring attention to the team.
Yeah.
So see, you can't just trade him away because it's better for your team.
Yeah.
You gotta, not award him, but give him the respect that he deserves and just like let him stay on the team for.
Yeah, but I
next
feel like the
couple
deal with
years.
this Warriors team, Cameron, is like this Warriors like whole dynasty is like we all thought it was done in like 2020 when they got hurt, and then
Yeah, they all got hurt.
and then in a couple literally the
So,
next
2 years later, they won the championship.
yeah. So and then I feel like that was great. They win 4 rings together.
But I feel like that kind of like sparked like a hope that they could win more.
Yeah, and then maybe they'll have
But
like a
then
golden.
once Draymond Green's punch to Jordan Poole honestly ruined.
Yeah,
it.
and
It ended it all.
It ruined Jordan Poole's career too. I mean, he's rotting away in
No,
DC
he's
right
not.
now. Really?
He's hooping this season.
Yeah,
He's
but like
averaging,
who
22 a
who
game.
else is gonna want Jordan Poole?
At
You.
the end of the season, I'm telling you, if they're gonna trade him, someone would give a first round.
Or
pick
do you
for
think he'll be like the guy that saves the Wizards? Like he'll be like a
No.
Jalen Brunson. You
They're
think
gonna
he'll make
they
everyone better?
they want to get him off the team with his bad contract, and just build around the player in the draft this year.
yeah.
Because they have Bub Carrington, they have Alex Sarr, they have a couple good young pieces. So I think they just want to get off of him and then get like another secondary or a star player.
Yeah. But there was one player I wanted. Yeah, never mind. I got it. Got it. Because I forgot his name. But no, I feel like the thing about this Warriors team.
his name.
Yeah. But the thing about this Warriors team is like they I think it's the time to put them to bed. Like just finish it out. Because the Steph Curry, he's really rotting away now. I mean the Warriors are what 9th in the West right now. I'll check.
No, I think they're out the playoffs.
Nick, wake
actually.
up.
Oh, Nick fell asleep. Everybody.
I feel like they should honestly just not make the playoffs this season.
No, they should just
They should
start.
try and
They're
get-
11th, so they're technically
Do
playing.
they have their pick though?
Oh, their draft pick.
If they have their pick this year, they should just not like tank, but they should aim to just get a good pick in this draft
Yeah.
and just start their new timeline and just have like Curry be more of like a mentor.
Yeah, have him as a veteran because
Like-
Curry's one of the, in
like-
my top 5.
What's it called?
personally.
It's like a Dirk trajectory. In like the last couple of years, they just
Yeah.
played Dirk, and he got worse and worse every year. And then this last year, they signed Luca. They got Luca, and him and Luca were entertaining. But,
Yeah.
like weren't good, but kind of just like
And now the
part of the
Mavericks have their and now Luka Doncic is the Mavericks star. They got Kyrie now.
Yeah, well,
and
the-
Klay Thompson. But
unfortunately the Dallas isn't playing good because Luca's
Yeah.
injured, Derek Lively. So I think they'll come back next
Hardaway
year.
Junior.
Tim Hardaway's been good for Detroit.
But yeah, like not really much to say. But this Warriors team, I feel like it's time to put it away. I mean,
Yeah.
you're just wasting Steph's like last years, and I'm not saying like they're done as a franchise, like they're cooked. Like I'm saying like it's time to stop aiming for the aiming for the playoffs.
Warriors era is over, basically.
Yeah, I feel like the new guy in town is right now the Celtics, but maybe if the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
OKC is higher than the Celtics now.
Oh, yeah, I'm
because
just- yeah.
the Celtics are all 27 and older. Al Horford.
Yeah.
Al Horford was like a big piece for them the last couple of years. Now he's just
Now he's done.
too old.
But like what I'm
He's probably
saying,
gonna
what I'm
retire
saying
this
right
year.
now is like right now the big team is the Celtics because they just
Yeah, because
won
they're the reigning champs.
the reigning champs. But like the NBA has been weird. Like there's not really a dynasty right now. Like the Nuggets, obviously a great team. But honestly,
Yo,
I could see this
Jokic
Oklahoma.
is
Yeah, Jokic
so
is
nice.
He's never gonna stop. He's gonna play until he's 40, bro.
No.
No, you
No,
think he
'cause
won't like that?
He doesn't care about basketball.
I feel like it's a joke now. Like he's just that's just
Yeah.
his thing. Like
If
I
he-
feel like I want MVP. Oh, great. Hoopla.
I feel like he'll play up to like 36, so he like has enough money.
Yeah,
and
well,
then
he's
he's
good. He's good for money. I don't think he's gonna.
No, I'm saying
spend.
for like his whole family generation
Yeah.
and all that. So he's gonna get like 2 more big contracts and just retire.
Yeah, but I love watching the Joker play. But what I'm trying to say right now, or actually not, forget that. But yeah, I feel like it's time for the Warriors team to end. And right now, but if I believe in, I'm not sure about this Cavaliers team because right now they're just scary good. But I could see this Thunder team being the next big dynasty. I mean, you got Shai Gilgeous and then Chet Holmgren. You got your flashy shooter point guard,
I feel like
and then you got Chet
they're
Holmgren.
gonna have a similar playoffs to the 2013-14 OKC Thunder
Yeah.
with Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, just a young OKC team playing in the finals. They might not make the finals, but I feel like they're gonna make a big run.
Yeah, because like right now, like if you want to know what a good NBA tank is, the Oklahoma City Thunder, because they traded away everything now, and they have a lot of draft picks.
They have
There's
so
literally a
many
website.
draft
I want to
picks.
find this
they
website.
Honestly, they need to trade them because they can't sign 3 rookies every year.
Yeah, they're gonna run out of roster spots for these. I'm pretty sure there's a website.
Because I remember I played 2K and I simmed, and they had like 3 top 5 picks. Which, of course, the protections are wrong because 2K is terrible at that. But still, them having that many picks is crazy.
They have a first round in 2025.
1, 2, 3, 4. They have five first round picks in 2025.
That's just disgusting.
And they're already one of the best teams in the league. So they have to trade
That's
a
scary.
couple of them.
That's like
and-
actually scary.
They have
Yeah.
picks from other teams until 2030. 2030
and
is their
no
team is this?
protections on some of them.
their last protected pick is gonna be. Oh well. 20. I guess not.
I mean, they're set up for the next 10 years to
No, definitely.
What team is
just
this?
win.
Oklahoma City,
Oh.
the Thunder.
Oh.
But no, they're doing great.
Oklahoma.
Not
But like,
necessary.
I'm just seeing this. Oh, this was last year. Never mind.
You're joking?
But let's get back to our role players. Some honorable mentions I had was Chris Anderson. He was all tatted up. He was great.
Yeah.
But like Birdman, yeah. But not even you could forget about like good role players. Like I want to talk about like Ron Baker. Like you showed me his stats. Bless you,
Bless you.
Patrick.
No.
Probably.
Bless you, Patrick.
It's okay.
It's okay,
Thank you,
Sugar.
everyone.
It's okay, sugar.
Thank you.
Do you have to?
Sugar. It's okay.
Do you have to on the podcast?
You're fired.
Like
Give
a
it
guy
a
like
slap.
Cole Aldrich, who's
Hey,
if
Pat.
you follow our Instagram account, by the way, Immaculate Grid. I'm an Immaculate
Oh my
Grid
God.
whiz. I use Cole Aldrich all the time.
You use
But I love
LeBron
Cole Aldrich.
James.
Oh my God.
I'm the-
Shut up. Put the cameras on him.
Oh.
Cameras are on.
Shut up.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're being mean all 2025. That's
I'm-
the new wave.
I'm the main admin, but the Pep just decides he's gonna do his daily.
I call the
grids.
shots.
No, you don't really call anything. I ask.
Well, we all have access to
On
the
Zoom
account.
now, Oliver.
But if you ever see a grid, that's basketball.
Yeah, that's you.
Bingo.
I do everything else.
He does. Yeah, he does the
What's
part.
this
man.
kid doing, bro?
And
Nick-
Nick does a little bit.
Nick sits there and looks pretty.
Nick, you just be Nick.
But
Pep.
like,
You a fan of Jolly Ranchers, perchance? Perchance.
not really.
Oh,
Nah.
no.
Really? You
I
like-
could,
you
I
like to
could,
strut
I
your
could get
stuff?
down on
Are
some
they good enough to
sugary.
put on your feet?
Pep.
He's
who
got
does
Jolly
Hashim
Rancher socks
Thabit
on
play
right
for?
now.
Who
Hashim Thabit.
was that? The Kings? Was that tall?
He was like a really tall center.
Yeah, for the Kings.
He has like his potential is like all star.
down.
He was like he's supposed to be a really good player.
Right. He's playing right now.
No, like
Oh, like-
2010s. He's a role player.
Wasn't
Do
he?
you want to watch Nickelodeon shows you forgot exist?
Of course I do.
I think it's an E.
Don't worry, we'll watch that together.
Oh, we will.
Who did he play for? Who?
OKC.
Why is that in your recommended?
I don't know. It's an ad, bro. Jeez, man.
No, it's an ad. Why is it an ad?
Because he's on Bing, that's why.
You're on Bing.
He's searching stuff off
Who
on
uses
Bing.
Bing?
I do. I think it's
At
great.
least use like Microsoft
Right, use
Edge. Why are you
Google.
using Bing?
He's on Bing.
Am I right?
Bing.
Bing.
Hold on, give me it.
Yeah. But I want to talk about like some bad role players that we remember that I didn't. There's not much they could talk. Like Cole Aldrich. I have a bunch for the Knicks. Ron Baker, Clint Early, which he wasn't really a role player. He was just bad. Oh, this guy,
Yeah.
the only NBA player from Tanzania.
Look, 7'3", 260. He was supposed to be so good.
See, like the thing about me is I remember the players' faces though. Like I don't
Yeah.
remember the names
Yeah,
like
see,
that.
OKC 2012 and then 2013.
What was he hurt a lot or he was just terrible?
was bad.
Oh yeah, 1 point per game.
Pretty sure he was just really
He just
bad.
buns.
But yeah,
You're
that's,
buns.
Yeah, this guy could be another player you forgot about. But like
I
you
bet
know-
he goes and buys some Arnold Palmers after hooping.
All right, bro.
So along with that, do my act, do
My,
hooping.
Summer activities. My hooping.
But yeah, I
I'm
just
like,
want
yeah,
to
let me
like
go.
Got half and half.
Cole
Let me get
Aldrich.
Arnold Palmer.
So you
50
guys,
now.
do you hear anything? I'm just confused.
Must
no.
be the wind.
Cole Aldrich was a dog, bro. Like I love this guy so much. Even though he was, I use him in the grid all the time.
he never
Knicks
hit
legend.
a three.
Never
he never
hit a three.
shot a three. That's crazy.
I just
Never
wanna-
shot a three.
I just want to just remind everyone how crazy this 2014-15 Knicks team was.
What do you mean,
Don't
like,
worry.
crazy bad?
Hold on.
Crazy bad. Like I think we won
Yeah, they're fighting again.
17 games.
Yeah, do you remember COVID when like players would just get like 10-day contracts? I
Yeah.
swear, the Nets got like 5 10-day contracts.
Yeah, you guys were just dumpster fire.
Well, that's because of COVID. That was COVID.
Yeah. Amari
fighting again.
Stoudemire. This was a great team. J.R. Smith. We had Jose Calderon. We had
You know who-
Bogdani.
I was just thinking about this. What was the last team Nerlens Noel played for?
All right, it's not the Knicks. I know it's not the Knicks because I remember him on the Knicks.
Can't be the Knicks.
Yeah, but when did he retire or stop playing?
Like basically last year.
Was it Memphis? Or it was the Nuggets. He won with the Nuggets.
No. No, Nerlens Noel.
Yeah. Let me see. New Orleans, Pelicans.
No,
All right.
it was the Nets.
Oh,
he signed a 10-day.
he played 3 games. Thank you.
He signed a 10-day contract with us.
Wait, I'm gonna use that for the next grid. Knicks Nets. I'm gonna do Nerlens Noel.
I remember that, bro. I don't
Yeah,
know
that
how.
was. Oh, he was. Wait, you guys.
I'm pretty
wait
sure I
for-
watched all those games.
What? Then COVID.
All 3 games. It was in 2023.
Ah, okay. But yeah, this guy played everywhere. No, I love good NBA role player like
Even Ish Smith.
Ish Smith. But he
Like-
played for 20 teams. I think.
Yeah, it was crazy. He played
I'm
for
gonna
so
look
many
up.
teams.
This is my favorite website ever.
Is it now?
Yeah,
Wow.
Like, look at that. 3 rows.
and he got a chip in the end.
It's a huge accomplishment.
Your battery's running low.
Thanks, Nick.
You should put on the energy saver.
He played from 2010. He played basically our whole lives.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't played.
And he
this
played
year.
for more teams than he did, like,
You know, a
years.
key feature of the Lenovo ThinkPad is the energy saver that dims your screen so that you don't burn as much battery when it's on 20%.
All it does is just lower your brightness while you could do it yourself.
I think he's a free agent. You know the website
idea.
Hoop Rumors? They have it's like a website. It's connected with this Basketball Reference, and they have like free agent. This guy's still looking to hoop too. He's a,
He just likes to play basketball.
hey, me too. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
you're not feel good, though.
You're not funny.
Wait till I come back.
I mean,
Pound it.
I'm blocking that.
You're muted.
Yeah, we should do a 2v1. Me versus you two. And record it.
You probably won.
Yeah, we should post it.
All right.
Actually, we should do this
April.
summer, bro. 5 out. We're gonna be going crazy
It's a
with.
5 out
Not
summer.
April.
5
like
out
Easter
summer.
break.
Nah, once it starts getting warm out, bro, we're gonna go crazy with these
I don't think we're doing that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
We're
don't
gonna
know
go
about that one.
stupid. But yeah, like Ish Smith, he loves to. Yeah, sneezing,
you.
bro. Ish Smith loves to hoop.
You're a sneezy boy.
But no. All right.
It's the dust mite.
But like, I feel like the thing about like my polls is like I'm a specialist for the Knicks and Eastern
that's
Conference.
for everyone, you know.
Like-
their best team, they always have the most random players.
Like the West Conference, or like the Western Conference, I'm terrible at. Like Trailblazers, I don't.
I remember the Nets, Alan Crabb,
Alan-
E. I love that guy, and Jared Dudley.
Jared Dudley. Yo, what is so funny, you two?
Called him a sneezy boy.
Right. All right, moving on from Nick. Any other notable role players you have, or like you
No,
want to talk
that's
about?
it.
Do you know, what about just pick a player, any player?
Pick a player. Caris LeVert.
Pick a card.
I don't know players. Caris LeVert.
Carice.
He
Now,
has
why
a-
is that?
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
that guy.
Elaborate. Nets legend now slinging away for the Cavs.
He's a cool guy.
We should trade
He's gonna win a
him.
Is he
championship.
now?
We
Met
should
him
trade
before we
Cam
got
Johnson
Jamaican
for
beef
Karis
patties.
LeVert, and
Oh,
then it
did
goes
you?
like 2 first round.
Why would you
picks.
want? Why would
Did
you
you
want to
eat, like,
waste
a bite of it
Cam
and then you
Johnson's
threw it
a
out?
great
Yeah.
future guy.
Oh,
You want
okay.
him
Dude,
to
I don't want him. I want him traded today.
Come on, Cameron
Bro,
Johnson.
This is no. This is the
Oh, I
same.
thought you were talking about Cam's. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
do
this
that.
is the same thing that happened last year. Dorian Finney-Smith was worth 2 first-round picks last year, and they did not trade him. Now we traded him for like 2 seconds and nothing
Yeah,
else.
it's a business.
That's why I wanted to trade Cam Johnson.
Nets have a disgusting front office. I'm just like they have a poor front office.
Sean Marks is like he's good at drafting, but his
Everything
front office
else.
decisions is. And Joe Side cares more about like his like tiny minor league in tennis or whatever. He
Yeah.
doesn't care about the Nets at all.
Nah, it's
He
great.
cares more about the Liberty, and with Cam Johnson, he's worth 1 to 2 first round picks right now. I just have a feeling if he stays another year, his value's gonna go like down a lot.
Yeah.
he's not gonna play like this because we're gonna
No,
have another.
he's not going to
rookie.
average. I can't see him averaging 20 for his whole tenure at the Nets.
That's why we need to trade him like today.
He's 6'8".
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. NBA
Yo.
players are tall. Newsflash.
No, I remember in the
Mute him.
Suns Bucks playoff game, I saw him dunk all over PJ
Yeah.
Tucker.
I'll
I
think
thought
about
he was like a crazy dunker, and then he came to the Nets.
And then
I barely
don't
see him
think
dunk.
I've seen him dunk
He's
in a
not.
Nets
He's
jersey.
not really that athletic. I feel like something happened to him.
You know, another my last role player, and then we'll go into the Jimmy Butler. I like Yuta, former net Yuta Watanabe.
Bro, I remember. It's not like a specific moment. Well, no, actually, when he missed like a mid-range pull-up, and then Kyrie got the offensive board and dunked it.
Yeah, see,
That was crazy, but he was actually a good shooter for us.
He wasn't
Like,
bad. He wasn't
That's
terrible.
what, I know, that's what I like the most. Like the really good
He's from
teams that
Japan.
have only like minimum contracts to give out, and then they just sign a player and he just balls out. Like he didn't
Yeah.
really do that. Like to the point
was
where it's like,
good.
he was really good. But
He didn't even play like a major role. He was just
like the shooter you put in for 10 minutes, and then he hit like
he got
2
what
threes.
6 points. He averaged. You'd probably get 4 points a game, literally.
Yeah.
But he's playing in China, right? I love him. I remember I went to a Nets game, and as soon as Utah
Yeah,
came,
Orlando, right?
yeah, best day of my life, low key.
You know what's crazy? The game that I went to was Orlando. Okay.
Okay, stop.
All right, but moving on from our role player segment, I know we all have good ball pulls and ball knowledge, but
Not everything's a poll.
I didn't say that.
Doesn't have to be a poll.
You've said that multiple times.
Okay, let's talk about the Jimmy Butler situation. We were supposed to talk about this. I'm just closing the tab. I'm going to 505 getaway.
Oh.
So, because you can't handle it.
What?
But we were supposed to. I wanted to talk about this like 2 weeks ago, like when it first started out. But me and Cameron decided it's not really. Not really much has happened. Not really much longevity. But in that 2 weeks,
He got suspended twice,
he's crazy.
which
Yeah,
is crazy.
Jimmy Butler. I just literally Shetty Osman, bro. I used to love this guy.
Bro, he was decent.
Yeah, I just sorry.
Freddie Osmond. I forgot he existed.
Yeah, bro. Fell off the face of the. I used to go around like I used to say, yeah, that's my. I was out with my friends and I kept telling people, yeah, Shetty Osman's my uncle.
Why would you say that?
'Kay, it's believable.
It's almost
it's
as
really
bad as
not.
if you were
He's
to
like-
go
he's like
around
30
with a
years old.
ukulele and
I know.
play with people.
In the mall?
Almost as bad, but it's
No,
it's
not as
close.
This is what that's believable.
Hypothetical. Like if
Not
you were
really.
to do that.
But no, he looks like European.
Yeah.
He's from North
Macedonia.
Macedonia.
All right, forget about the role players. He averaged 13 at one point. I broke the 3-point record with him in 2K one time.
Yeah, no, he told me. I
That's
remember
my
that.
favorite. All right, but
Say it
seriously,
once every week.
we got to talk about this. But we got to talk about this with Jimmy Butler. Cameron, take it away.
I mean, like, it's just pretty straightforward. He doesn't want to be on this team. Like, he said he wants to be traded anywhere but Memphis, which is weird. Memphis
Yeah.
is, like, one of the best situations in the NBA.
I
to
feel
be
like
traded to.
that'd be great. I mean, they have great momentum right now.
That's a little weird, but just in his attitude during the games, like that he has played recently, you could just tell he doesn't want to be there. He's just shooting up random shots. And Miami Heat, what's it called? What's the dude's
Suspended
name?
him.
Pat Riley.
Pat Riley.
Like I feel like he's just so stubborn, and he just won't trade him away. Like
Yeah.
the best thing for you right now is just trade him away because the only thing he's doing is harm to your team.
Yeah, literally. And the thing about Jimmy Butler, like when he wants out, he's gonna go. because we saw this with
like
Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota.
And him and Tibbs beefing, and then the GM they were beefing there, and he got out. He got his wish there.
yeah.
So and he's a pain to deal with, and I feel like Pat Riley is not going to sweat it because think about it. Pat Riley's lost LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, basically practically at the same time.
Yeah.
And Pat Riley's accomplished so much for this Heat team. I don't think Pat Riley's going to sweat it at all. But what I did see is Butler coming back from his suspension, and he's wearing like Phoenix Suns like shoes.
Yeah, I feel like that could have been a coincidence, but I don't know. I feel like
I know, but like a player
Riley-
like Jimmy Butler.
Pat
can't
Riley
be.
might not trade him and just like wait till the end of the season to get him off because I
Yeah.
think he has a team or player option.
Yeah.
and if it's a player option,
matter what, he's
not
gone.
accepting a team option. They're not going to accept that.
Yeah.
so you might just go into free agency next year, but he's just going to be a pain the whole time.
Well, Butler's
So-
old. We got to admit. I don't
Yeah,
want.
he
I
like-
don't. If I was like a team like if I was like the Grizzlies, I low-key wouldn't want Butler. At all.
Yeah, for the
'Cause-
right price though, if you just get him this year, I would.
Yeah.
Like, if you can get him for like a good price, like if you trade maybe, what's his name, Santi Aldama,
Yeah.
and like Jake Laravia,
Yeah.
just some other like salary fillers, John
Yeah.
Conchar, and then maybe like a pick.
Yeah.
I would do it because you're not giving that much away, just so you can have some success now. Because your team's playing.
Yeah, they're
really
playing
good.
great, and I'm not gonna say Jimmy Butler's terrible, but he's not a LeBron James that I'd want to have him when he's
Yeah.
like in his older ages. Jimmy Butler, I mean, unless I want to win right now, like if all my players if John Morant and everyone else was also in their 30s, maybe I'll pick up Jimmy Butler. But I feel like Memphis would crash and burn, especially with the ego of Jimmy Butler.
I just don't know why he wouldn't want to go to Memphis.
Yeah, that's just that. I mean, he's also a clown. That's like he does a lot
Yeah.
of.
He's just a silly guy.
I
He
just,
is a
I
silly
just
guy.
don't get
Kinda
his
like that.
thinking of wanting to
And-
go to.
and
If
LeBron.
it's
LeBron.
true that he wants to go to Phoenix, why
And you.
would you?
Oh yeah, me too.
Like you get to play with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, but they have
Yeah.
nothing else.
Yeah, and the Phoenix not doing as great. I mean, but I feel like Bradley Beal's taken some stuff into offense. Like, why would you want me to go? Like, Bradley Beal's great. I love Bradley Beal.
I mean, like he's playing good this season, but like nothing really impressive. Like okay, this is Bradley Beal
Yeah.
now. Like you get.
He's always been like a 20 points per game guy.
Yeah. Well, now they had to move him to the bench.
Yeah,
He
which
just doesn't
unfortunate.
fit the team.
Yeah, he also has a crazy contract.
That contract's the worst contract in the NBA.
I want to know what it exactly is because I know it's
It's $50 million for like
yeah,
4 years.
it's just incredibly high.
Sorry, Bart.
and he
your head's
has
a little big.
the no trade clause, which is
You recording me?
Which is strange.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Yeah.
He's not doing a darn thing,
Ain't do a
Patrick.
darn thing.
Are you recording a baby trick video?
No.
Sure.
Never.
Um,
Oh, I have. to
Never
check
have,
that out.
never will.
Oh, okay.
You might not want to check.
Where's
the
his
group chat,
contract?
though.
current contract right there.
Yeah, he's guaranteed. Okay, he's getting paid $50 million a year for 3 years.
That is oh my. that's
5 years, $251 million contract, and it's a player option, but there's no there's a no trade clause somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So great. That's great for Bradley Beal. I mean, he set his no one with the Beal last name is gonna have to work for the rest of their lives.
Really? That's crazy. I
For
don't
like
know
a
how he
year.
got that contract.
Yeah, I don't know what they're feeding him, and well, he was the star piece at Washington.
Yeah.
It's not, he was Washington's guy with him and John Wall, and
I just didn't like the trade in the beginning, trading Chris Paul and
Yeah.
DeAndre Ayton. Like Chris Paul was still good that
Yeah.
season. Like Bradley Beal wasn't really gonna make your team that much better. If you're thinking you're gonna get that all-star former Bradley Beal, then you're just wrong. You
Bradley Beal.
It's just irrational.
Yeah, man, that Wizards team, man. Marcin Gortat and then Marcus Thornton. Some good players. Solid guys. Yeah, whose
that
phone
me?
is ringing? Whose phone's ringing?
It's
Yeah,
actually
'cause
not a
they're-
ring.
they're-
It's
No
a
phones at the
vibrator.
5-out table.
Oh.
Yo, you.
Where's yours?
Your phone's right there. bro.
The camera can't see it, so it doesn't count. Oh, they could see it. Ah, that's awkward. That is awkward.
Yo, you just showed it.
Just shut up.
It's awkward.
Put the phone in the pocket.
But Nick, is there anything you want to say about the Jimmy Butler deal? I mean, Jimmy Butler, huge star for Miami, and now he wants
It's
out.
kind of like Tyreek Hill in a way.
It actually no, it is because now the Heat are starting to
because
slow
he's got
down.
a pretty big ego too.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Butler's going to the media. and like, oh, I want out. This team's terrible.
See, that's the problem with players like this with big egos because no team is gonna want you,
Yeah.
Well, Butler's done this
especially
before.
at 35.
I mean, but Butler's done this before in Minnesota, but he was also in his prime.
Yeah.
Like,
He was way,
he won
like,
it out of
earlier
Minnesota, and
in
he
his
got
career.
to the Sixers, and then eventually he got to the Heat, and they went to the finals. And
I feel like that's why like he thinks he can just go anywhere because he brought his team to the finals
Yeah.
twice, and it was recently.
but he's not in his prime anymore. But like, would you consider this Jimmy Butler Heat era a failure? Because I know people say that
No.
about because they didn't win
No.
anything, but I feel like
they exceeded expectations basically every
yeah.
season.
I mean, you
That-
made a guy like Tyler Harrell look like a complete, and not Alex Caruso. Tyler Harrell looked like a complete dog out there, even though he is.
He is a dog. Bro.
Beast.
But like, he brought Loki brought him to the spotlight there.
Yeah,
Beast mode.
but I feel like the Heat as a team, they don't have many bright spots other than Tyler Hero
Yeah,
and bro, Khalil Ware's hooping too.
I know.
He's averaging like 20 in his last 5 games, something like that.
You know, also swooping right now, Trey Murphy.
Bro, Trey Murphy is a bucket.
I love him. I hopefully that the Pelican situation gets a lot better than
I'm
it
not
is.
even biased, but he's a perfect fit for Brooklyn.
No, I'm not. I was actually about that. Literally, perfect fit
fit.
for Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I just
you want Cam Johnson, Pelicans? Nah.
yeah. Would that trade work though? Trey Murphy for Cam Johnson?
No, they give like
Oh, he's making a lot.
I'd do it though.
That's where
I'd do it.
What did you just say
What was that?
on the podcast?
You're very
lucky.
clever.
You're
You're
lucky.
clever.
I
You're
censored
clever.
that.
Gotta bleep that out.
What happened?
Nah,
No, I just
Patrick
don't like
thinks he's a
Giuseppe.
comedian now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't. Like
That was pretty funny, Patrick. I like that.
And he's 24 too. He's great, bro.
I like
Trey
that.
Murphy.
I like that.
Yeah, Loki. And he's a guy you could build around because the Pelicans build around Trey. If he keeps hooping like this, he'd
But
be great.
him, I don't know what they're gonna do. They're a confusing team too.
Yeah, and they have Zion. I don't know. They're not.
Should, no, they should trade Brandon Ingram to Detroit.
Yeah.
Get Tobias Harris back and like a pick or two.
And
Because bro, Detroit deserves to be in the playoffs this year.
yeah, Detroit complete bounce back. Yeah, you know, people are saying Cade Cunningham over Jalen Brunson, and I know I'm a big Knicks
This
fan.
year,
I'd take it.
like for the All Star thing, I feel like he deserved it more. Like, not saying that he's a better player, but this season he's been playing at a caliber he wasn't expected to.
Yeah.
And Jalen Brunson's, still Jalen Brunson, but he's
Yeah.
like, he took. I don't want to say a
The way
step
he
back.
took that Detroit Pistons team, and
They're in the 6th seed right now.
yeah,
which
I
it's
understand
all
what you're
him.
trying to say
It's all
about
him.
Jalen Brunson, because now Jalen Brunson has to share that spotlight with Cat, and now Jalen Brunson's having a great year. Everybody, do not get that wrong.
Like to the standards of last year, being that MVP player, he's not that. He's more just fitting into the system now.
Yeah,
And
he's
playing
a
great
Knicks
at
system great. I love Jalen Brunson. I think he's my favorite.
I'm just saying the deserving pick was Cade Cunningham because
Yeah.
his secondary player this season is Malik Beasley.
Yeah, I know.
Malik Beasley.
He took this Detroit team from nothing to something, and that also goes to JB Bickerstaff, who's a great coach right now.
And throughout the first 3 years of his career, or 2 years of his career, people were just talking about like, oh, I think he's like overrated. He's not gonna be this good.
Yeah.
So it's just like having this 4th year, coming into this season and just balling out. I feel like that's really good for him.
yeah, you want to run over this starters pool right now for the
Yeah,
All Star?
yeah.
So we got Giannis, Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, and Cat. Then you got
they all deserve.
yeah, they all deserve Curry,
I've-
KD.
With the Donovan Mitchell thing though, he's been playing. I don't say worse, but he's taken
Yeah,
a step
a
back
little
in his,
slight
like,
step back.
in his role because of Darius Garland, Evan Mobley. So
Yeah.
I saw someone put Darius Garland in there
Nah,
instead of D Mitch. Why not?
I mean,
Bro,
look,
he's-
Garland's doing great. What he's doing right now for Cleveland
No,
is
he should.
wonderful.
Nah, I'm not saying he should be a starter, but he should definitely be an All Star this year. So should. Evan
Oh, yeah.
Mobley. That's crazy. The Cavs would have 3 All Stars.
And then you got Shy, LeBron, and
Yeah,
Jokic
turned off.
died. But
Bro, what did you do?
I didn't charge last night.
Oh, okay.
But do you like so we'll do a quick. Do you think Norman Powell should be there? Because I feel like he's a completely
All-star?
different. I don't think because he's a catch and shoot guy. He's not like
No,
Curry.
He should be. I feel like he should be in the Conference League Most Improved.
Definitely MIP. I mean, he's averaging. I mean, he averaged 30 in the month in December.
Even if like he did, or if he played even like a little better, and if it was like he's an All Star of the NBA, I feel like wouldn't do it because it's
no,
Norman Powell.
he's not. Like he's not. No
There's no popularity around.
No
him.
one who doesn't watch the NBA close enough. When like these Patrick and Nick do not like they watch the Patrick doesn't. Nick watches little NBA. He does not know
yeah,
who Norman Powell is. Like you'll have to like.
And like
He's a
our-
league pass player.
I feel like the older generation too. Like
No,
when-
he's not
When
known.
they think of basketball, they don't think of Norman Powell.
No, like I love him. He's great. I feel like he's great.
stand-up guy.
He's yeah, he is a stand-up guy.
Best group of guys.
I feel like this Clippers team is so forced that it's never gonna work. With
I was
everything.
a little surprised Victor didn't make it.
Wemby, yeah, that's shocking too. But I think we're me and Cameron could just talk about the NBA for hours. But yeah, Norman Powell snubbed, not snubbed.
Not snubbed,
but
in
he-
consideration.
yeah.
Let's say like a player on the reserves got injured. I feel like he deserves a spot.
Yeah, definitely. But
Unless there's like someone who didn't make it. Like I'm trying to think.
like maybe you could put Derek if
And then someone in the West.
the Western Conference.
Well, because that's how they do it.
Yeah.
If a player in the West gets injured. I'm trying to think like who wouldn't be in the All-Star game. Like he's over Jalen Green. I
Definitely.
feel like Alperen Şengün.
Sengun, yeah. Sengun.
If Şengün isn't in it, he should get it.
Oh
So,
yeah, definitely.
I don't know. He should get some consideration, but I don't think there's a world where he really gets into the All-Star game.
Yeah. All right, but for me and Cameron's consensus, Butler, he's got to get out of Miami. Where will he would be great for that Suns team. I mean, they're like I said, they're on their 30s right now. Not D-Book, but you got KD, and they're having a struggle season. So maybe I feel like this isn't going to be a right away thing. Right before the trade deadline, it's going to be the last like Shams bomb of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they really have to. At this
Yeah,
point.
like, you can't-
There's no way of convincing him to play anymore for.
Yeah, he's not. And especially with Pat Riley, stubborn. He's stubborn as a
Yeah.
mule, so he's not going anywhere. But I think it's time we get into our start bench cut. Movies.
I changed it.
Oh, you changed it. Oh, wow, big shot.
No, you guys didn't seem like you were like that, like interested in that one.
Go.
What is it?
I
Oh,
just didn't
say
know
it.
like much about it.
Say it,
Yeah.
dude.
Say it.
So the new one's the one I recently had planned. It's as mascots, Kratos, Mario, and Master Chief.
Okay. Mario, start. Kratos and Master Chief's tough.
I agree with that, Mario. I'll start Mario.
Yeah.
Because
I'll start
everyone knows who Mario
Everyone
is.
knows. who
Yeah.
that is.
Bench Kratos or Master Chief. I'm gonna have to low key because Master Chief is like a Xbox at the time was significantly more like 360.
When he was in Fortnite.
Yeah, he was.
So was Kratos.
So was
So was
Kratos
Kratos.
though.
Oh yeah.
Like
sure.
Xbox had it like in the early
No,
days.
honestly, I'm
Earlier.
gonna go Kratos because of the Leviathan axe. I love that pickaxe.
I don't know because Kratos is tough. Kratos is tough like that.
You saying?
Yeah, but like,
you
It's
saying?
like-
like
I feel
Kratos
like-
is like a real like thing outside of PS, like Sony.
Yeah.
It's
Nah,
like
nah.
that's like a real like.
Yeah, but I feel like at the time-
I don't know if it's like a
At the
Greek
time,
god.
the PlayStation 2 was the best-selling console.
Yeah, but like
so-
people knew more about Halo
I
because you
don't-
had the Xbox 360
Yeah.
and them.
I
You
would
had
bench. I would bench Master Chief.
yeah, I
and
feel like
cut Kratos.
because Master Chief's like internet pop culture.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows who he is.
Everyone knows
Yeah,
who
because
Kratos is.
I only
Yeah, but,
say
like,
that
not like
because
that.
like
What do you mean?
Master
Not
Chief
like
is like
He's a different. Like he's more of like a figure. Like,
he's
not-
like a creation of Xbox.
like more
they
people.
created
Like
him.
he's the mascot for Xbox
Yeah.
basically.
Yes.
Kratos is like was around like centuries before.
Yeah, but like no one really
Well,
no
he
one really
wasn't
knows
actually.
Greek mythology like that.
Yeah, but, like,
he was
still,
he was a
you
Greek,
didn't really
he was a
make
Greek
your
mythology
mascot.
deep cut.
Yeah,
He wasn't like
I'm still cutting
Zeus. Yeah, I'm still cutting
Yeah.
Kratos because I feel like you still have.
I think a lot of people know about Kratos. I think.
Yeah, I'm
Tons
not
of
saying
people know
Kratos is
about
like
Kratos.
niche like that, but like I feel like you
Oh,
have
so
Master
everyone
Chief.
knows about Kratos now.
Yeah, everyone knows about Kratos now. But like I feel like Master Chief
He's
is
mainstream.
is like
The
the
subreddit's not gonna like this one.
yeah they're gonna kill me. But but no, I feel like Kratos is I don't know because you could say whatever you want about what's the better franchise. I feel like Halo's still Halo. Like everyone like
Halo's
You're
fun.
gonna
If
tell
I-
me
it-
Halo is better than the God of War franchise.
I mean
serious?
in its
I mean,
prime, yeah.
in its prime, yeah.
Dude, you don't know how big Halo.
Remember-
is. He
There
doesn't know
was
how
a
big
big-
Halo
Yeah.
was. He doesn't know.
Yes, I do.
Johnny the Snake.
But like
Johnny
now,
the Snake.
Johnny the Snake.
It's a major. What?
Great poll. You don't know.
You wouldn't get it. I would get it. You would get it.
If you have to
not
ask,
so
you'll never
much.
know. Maybe not so much. He was in.
No, like him, not so much.
Oh,
What?
But like I feel like I don't know Halo.
It had a major fall off as a franchise.
Yeah, well, right now you could say God of War is
So
better,
what's
but I
the
feel like
better?
in the earlier days, Halo was great. Halo 1, those are great games. Halo 1 to
God of
3.
War was really hard. So I feel like people. Like,
and
kinda stopped
Halo's more
playing.
accessible. I mean, I feel like I'm thinking it was Game Pass. It's free,
Yeah.
but I feel like Halo's just our classics, and you could pull up all the numbers you want. You could say, "Oh, God of War, the PlayStation sold more," but it doesn't matter
It doesn't really matter.
in terms of. I feel like I'm cutting Kratos because he's not really as a mascot too. Like Kratos, I don't see Kratos. Like if I showed a
I don't
picture
see him
of
as the
Kratos
mascot.
to anyone in the school, they'd be like, "Okay, God of War." If I show a picture of Master Chief to anyone in the school, oh, that's the Xbox.
I don't think.
I don't
He's
think
X.
so.
I mean,
I
he's
don't
X.
think
He's,
so.
that's
It's probably
he's
the
literally
same
the
as
mascot.
He has the
of
Xbox colors on him.
He's
Okay.
he is The mascot for
Yeah.
Xbox is like, who else
I
is
don't
there
like, I don't like either.
for Xbox?
There really isn't.
I feel like for PS5, like Sony, I see more of like the
I feel like
or the little robots that they have.
Astrobot.
I feel like I see.
That's just
Astrobot
how.
Halo
That's
as
just
the
how good
mascot.
PlayStation is. They have so many
All right, bro.
characters. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
bro.
all right, bro, Mr.
I play on
PS5.
PS5.
You played that?
What?
What?
Oh,
Astrobot or-
Ratchet and Clank. That's PlayStation. Those are. I feel like those are like the.
That's not their mascot though.
Yeah, but like that's recognizable.
Yeah, I feel like it's more recognizable than.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
What before?
That's not
like,
their. But yeah, it's on everything. Though.
love Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, but it's like a PlayStation thing, Crash Bandicoot. I feel like.
Not
Nah, I
anymore.
feel like it's like a
It used- it
Nintendo.
used-
it
I don't
used
know.
to
It's
be.
actually like a PS.
Not really.
Thing. It used to be a PlayStation
But,
exclusive.
yeah.
It wasn't on.
People
was,
still
yeah.
people still
and,
see
and then
it, as, like,
and then it fell
PlayStation.
off. And then it went. It's like they had party games, like DS party games.
I guess yeah.
Yeah, but people still see.
They
Crash
sold the
Bandicoot
rights
as, like-
from Naughty Dog to
Yeah.
some other company.
Yeah, Naughty Dog was Sony. But yeah, I feel like I just cut Kratos.
Yeah, I would cut Kratos.
Yeah, I'm actually sending him to the minors. I'm bringing up Luigi.
That's not
That's what are you talking about?
first ham. Now you can't just bring up
can't just
people
bring up
from the
people,
minor
please.
league.
All right.
Yeah,
So we're all agree start Mario.
yeah.
But okay.
Wow.
What's your thoughts on this, Cameron?
He said cut Kratos.
Yeah.
I didn't say. Oh.
Everyone's gone Kratos.
Yeah, even Oliver's gone Kratos. Bro.
Well, I'm just an
Oliver's picking
Xbox
his
guy.
finger
So.
now.
Be nice.
I'm being nice to Oliver. I like Oliver.
All right, but I think we've all got our consensus. Cut Kratos. But thank you, everyone, for tuning into 5 Hour Podcast. I've been Giuseppe. He's been Nick. He's been Cameron. He's been Patrick. And we have our cameraman, Oliver. Thank you, everybody.